It's been a couple weeks since I last talked about Roblox and how they have like a huge predator problem, and it's gotten a lot of traction. There's a lot of stuff being talked about it right now. Roblox is under blast because of all the stuff that they've been defending, and I think it's good. I think people are starting to take action on Roblox and do stuff that's actually right and holding them accountable. Even fucking Chris Hansen went in and told Roblox to take a seat. So you know it was really bad whenever he had to get involved by coming out of retirement. But in case you aren't aware, I'll give like a little cliff notes. There's a YouTuber named Schlep who has dedicated most of his content to catching Roblox predators, and Roblox didn't like that, so they sent him cease and desist letters telling him to stop because that's bad for their numbers. And Roblox has basically defended the acts that are going on their platform and not really doing anything about it. So it's a whole deal. But now apparently they're doing a new update. I'm using the word update loosely because it's not really a good update. Yes, it's gonna help some things, but the damage is already done, and I feel like it's just a PR stunt at this point because they're under fire so much right now. So the update is that the restricted maturity tag is only gonna be available to ages 18 and over, so players who are underage can't get into those spaces and won't get any recommendations, or they can't look at it through the search bar. I don't know why they didn't have this in place already. People can pretty much just lie about this stuff. They don't have to verify what age they are. They just pretty much can make a new account and just say that they're 35 and are able to go into those sites no matter what. So it's a little late for that, but the one problem that I have with this is that in terms of projects that were made before this update rolled out, players who are under 18 can still access those projects, and the only things they can't access are the ones that are new. So anything made after this update that is restricted or mature, they can't access this, but they can still access the ones that were made before that. Don't know why. It makes no sense to have this update out if you can still go in and go to all these different areas that still have restricted access for players who are under 18. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I feel like they're doing this backwards. The main villains here in this whole thing are the actual predators. You think they're gonna wait in those spaces for kids to join? I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna make accounts that say they're 10 or 12 years old and go into those places that only kids can access, so that way they can have an easier time tricking them. It kind of baffles me how they have to make this system for a game that's directed towards kids. If I were them, I would suggest that they just get rid of the whole restricted and 18 and up stuff altogether. They're only making things worse for themselves by keeping that feature in. And I know that half of their player base is over the age of 18, which is already weird in itself. I understand it's like a place where people can make stuff and publish it, potentially make money off it, but it's a game for kids primarily. I would think your focus is to make a kids game that shouldn't have any of those features that are being blocked. It shouldn't have been made in the first place. I just think the moderation teams at Roblox are already pieces of shit. They already made themselves known by defending the acts that these people are doing. They only care about the numbers and the money. They don't really care about safety or anything like that. They really should just change management at this point, or have someone else take over the mantle, because clearly they're doing things wrong, and it's only going to get worse from there if they're getting rid of the people who are trying to make the platform at least safe by catching these predators in the act. In fact, with all the money that they have, they should probably be able to afford at least a decent way to monitor stuff that's going on the platform and actually do something about it. There shouldn't be any excuse for this kind of stuff. The fact that it took them this long to make an update like this is not good for them. I feel like in this scenario, they should just make an ultimatum here and either ban kids from playing the game and make a different game for them altogether, or ban adults, because it's become a whole debacle and they need to do something about it, or else they're going to be looking at even more terrible things down the line, which I hope they do. I don't like Roblox at all. I think the management working there is just total pieces of shit, so they need to get booted. I think with all this whole update rolling around, I think it should give adults like parents more details into what their kids are doing on these platforms, and maybe some more states, like what Louisiana is doing with their lawsuit against Roblox. I feel like more states should be doing that. It's obviously working and putting a lot of pressure on them. I feel like they should just add gasoline to the fire, because It's clearly doing something, but this update's just too little too late. It makes no sense. It's still ass backwards because people can still go into those restricted spaces and mature spots. So what the hell is the point of it? And I just think they're completely blind to their own greed. They only care about one thing, and that's money. So it's no longer a game for a community. It's just pure brain rot, money hustling, and predatory hunters. So maybe if we keep this up, they'll probably just get rid of the tag altogether, because I think that's what needs to be done. Or maybe Schlep will go into the legal side of things and just sue the hell out of them for doing this kind of stuff, because no court would ever think that what Roblox is doing is right unless they're being paid off. We'll see what happens. But this was just a little update from me. I wanted to talk about this since it's been a couple weeks and some stuff is rolling out now. Other than that, that was pretty much it. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.